fifth question, why osmotic pressure is a colligative property? Firstly, we should know what is a colligative property और what are colligative property. हमें पता करना पड़ेगा colligative property का meaning क्या है. Colligative word is a Greek word, meaning is collectively depend upon the number of particle of solute. A property which depends upon number of particle of solute. Properties of solution. If we start defining colligative properties, हमें जानना चाहिए कि colligative property का meaning क्या है. वो properties जो solute के particles के number पर depend करती हैं, लेकिन nature पर depend नहीं करती. How big or how small is a solute particle in a solution is called colligative properties. Children, you must know which are the colligative properties taught in solution chapter. There are 4 colligative properties we discuss in solution chapter. This question is from physical chemistry. The lesson is solution, where first one of the property is called relative lowering in vapor pressure. Second one, elevation in boiling point. Third, depression in freezing point. And fourth is your osmotic pressure. Now term is osmotic pressure. To reach to osmotic pressure, we should know osmosis. Osmosis is the opposite of diffusion. When we put grapes in water, the grapes swells up, or raisin in water, take it raisin in water, raisin swells up due to the process of osmosis. So osmosis is a phenomena of flow of the solvent from from one medium to the another medium. Osmosis वो process है जिसमें आप solvent का flow होता है from lower concentration to the higher concentration of the solution. Osmosis is basically takes place through a membrane which is called semi-permeable membrane. A membrane which allows the movement of solute particle only from 2 types of solution. One with the lower concentration and other should be higher concentration. So we can say the osmosis is a phenomena of a flow of particles from lower concentration of solution to the higher concentration solution through a permeable membrane, through a semi-permeable membrane is called osmosis. Osmosis होता क्यों है? इसका रीजन क्या है? अपने आप से तो कोई चीज नहीं हो सकती. There has to be some pressure, which is a natural pressure. Many times we have to create it, which allow the movement of this process from lower concentration to the higher concentration. This is called hydrostatic pressure. So osmotic pressure is a hydrostatic pressure which allow the movement of particles from lower concentration to higher concentration through semi-permeable membrane. Now question arises, why it is a colligative property? To understand colligative property, we should understand on which factor this osmotic pressure depends upon. The osmotic pressure depends upon the molarity or a concentration expressed in moles per liter. So pi, which is a osmotic pressure representation, is directly proportional to concentration in terms of molarity, that is C. So pi is proportional to C. As we know, molarity is equal to number of moles of solute upon volume of solution in liters. So we can write as N upon V. We are considering N is equal to 1. Therefore, we write N upon V. We are writing a simple formula for osmotic pressure. Therefore, it will interchange the formula and we are putting some constant instead of this proportional sign. So pi V equal to C and R into T. R is your gas constant, T is the temperature in Kelvin scale. So you will get an expression pi V equal to CRT. आपको एक osmotic pressure का expression sums के लिए मिल गया pi V equal to CRT, where pi is osmotic pressure, V is a volume, C is concentration, R is gas constant, T is temperature in Kelvin scale. Very commonly, these problems are asked of osmotic pressure. We will be solving in next class. Use to, what is the purpose of osmotic pressure and why it is a colligative property? As you noticed, the osmotic pressure is directly proportional to molarity, and molarity turned equal to number of moles of solute upon volume of solution in liters. And what is number of moles? Number of moles means quantity. We can say it is based upon number of solute particle. There is no nature is mentioned in this formula. Therefore, we can say osmotic pressure is a colligative property. What is the purpose? I hope you understood this part of it कि ये colligative property क्यों है? क्योंकि osmotic pressure molarity पे dependent है. Molarity क्या है? Number of moles per unit volume. Moles means number of particles of solute. ये बात बहुत clear हो जाती है. What are the purpose? What is the purpose of this term osmotic pressure? How it is advantageous to our daily life? Why we go for determining the molar mass only by colligative property? It is now we are discussing the advantages of osmotic pressure in order to find out molar mass of macromolecule. This particular expression pi V equal to CRT is used for finding M. We can substitute further C. C is written as N upon V, where N can be written as W2 upon M2. So it becomes as pi V equal to W2 upon M2 into R into T. Solve M2 to find out the value of molar mass of macromolecule. Macromolecule means proteins, your lipids, lipids molecular mass can be only determined by osmotic pressure, because osmotic pressure is a term which is calculated or which is using molarity instead of molality. In other terms, other three colligative property terms, we use molality, which can show, which is basically determined at any temperature, which is not temperature dependent factor. Since macromolecule get decomposed at high temperature, so particularly this unit can be used, this term can be used for calculating the macromolecule, particularly biomolecule, molecular mass at room temperature, and the mass is going to be unaffected. So this is called advantage of osmotic pressure term for determining the molar mass of the macromolecule. So my next video will be for 5 essential numericals for your board examination, and I will be explaining you how to solve these questions. So please keep subscribing my channel and share to your friends so that you can excel in your board examination. Thank you so much.